Hey, what's going on, guys? Miniman Preparedness here. So I really wasn't going to do a video today on this topic. The news article dropped yesterday, I believe it was, but I've decided I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. Since everything else going on, I figured it was pretty important for those of y'all who may not have heard about this. So hidden cellular radio communications devices have been found in a lot of different renewable infrastructure devices such as wind turbines, inverters, batteries, and solar vehicle chargers. And take a guess where these devices were manufactured. If you guess China, you'd be right. So, why would China, these companies producing these batteries, inverters, solar vehicle, smart vehicle chargers, whatever, EV vehicles, why would they need a cellular radio communications device inside of that item? And what's really strange is inside in the paperwork for a lot of these items, that little nugget of information is not disclosed, that they contain that cellular radio communications device. I've also seen some articles several days ago reference these type of items being found in a lot of the large container cranes at the ports, the cranes they utilize to remove those big shipping containers off of the ships, that they've actually found devices like this inside of boxes inside of the cranes. Whenever they're going through them doing maintenance, they've located them and they don't know what they are until they open it up and see it. And of course, those items aren't, that communications device isn't listed on the manufacturing paperwork. So why would these items be inside of these critical infrastructure devices such as the inverters, the wind turbines, and things like that? It's so they can flip a switch. It's so they can control with a back door into parts of our infrastructure. We already know from other videos I've made that everything from our electrical, water, whether it be sewage or water treatment, cellular, hospital, everything has been infiltrated by some sort of foreign entity. You know, whether it be Russia, China, North Korea, or something. But China has been pushing, these hidden devices and these different apps, that people utilize and think everything's fine and dandy, but really when they're just gathering up all of your information, your geo data, and all of that type of stuff, they've set it up so they can flip a switch and cut these things off whenever they want to. And a lot of people are going to be sheeple about it, and other people are going to say, oh, you're fear-mongering, you're making something out of nothing. Well, if we're making something out of nothing, why would these Chinese companies that import these devices that are attached to a lot of our infrastructure, why would you need to have that radio transmitter and receiver inside of those items? Why would you not put it on the paperwork that that item is included, it's inside of that? It's because you're trying to hide it. And people just so happened upon, going through these things, found them. Now, it hasn't been disclosed everything that they've been located in and how many they've actually located, and we'll probably never know that because the government won't tell us, but it's just another reason to be prepared. Have your everyday stuff, have some backup stuff, be prepared for the grid to go down, be prepared for, the electrical grid, water infrastructure, healthcare, banking, all of that stuff. Be prepared for all of that stuff to go down at any given time, because you can guarantee if we're getting ready to go into some sort of a situation with China or any of their allies, one of their allies being Russia, all they have to do is flip a switch. Why go kinetic when you can shut a lot of stuff down in the beginning and then you don't have to worry about it? Also kills the morale of the people. So I wanted to let you all know about that. I was looking at this story on several different sources on X, also checked out Fox, but it's all over the place. A lot of different news sources, mainstream media are carrying this story right now. So go on over, check out your favorite news source or several sources, and look at the information, read stories for yourself. But I just wanted to let you all know about it. But with that, you all stay safe. Have a great day, and Minuteman out.